UCI librarian, Lorelei Tanji. Welcome. Thank you for sitting down with us to have a conversation about equity, diversity, inclusion.
Well, thank you very much. Equity, diversity, and inclusion means many things for me. From the library's perspective, we try to put together really diverse library collections with a broad range of viewpoints for our users for teaching or for research. As an organization, the UCI Libraries tries to put together a diversity task force, which is really charged with how to incorporate diversity values throughout the fabric of what we do, everything from recruitment and retention to training for our library employees. And also, I think more from a personal perspective, I've taken the implicit association test and heard speakers from Harvard talk about Project Implicit. And I have to say that that was a very humbling, actually humbling and distressing experience to recognize, yes, that in fact, you know, I have biases that unconsciously, there are certain factors that influence my judgment and my perceptions and thinking. So I've been thinking about, well, how do I address those, you know, humbling and distressing aspects of bias? And I ran across some articles about mindfulness and mindful meditation, and how that actually can potentially reduce biases. And so I've just started reading about mindfulness and meditation. I can't tell you whether it's worked yet, but it really has given me some hope that there are some steps where people can begin to address this, and I hope that I'll be able to reduce my biases that I might have personally.
Well, that's very courageous, because I find that implicit bias test to be quite revealing. And I think what it shows is that we all have the capacity for bias, but one way to interrupt it or to prevent it is doing what you're doing, being aware of it, and the ways in which you go about that, particularly within the organization, the library, being attentive to a diversity of resources, of voices. I can't think of a better place than a library to sort of be a source of solutions for implicit bias.
Thank you very much.